Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere Akwath. And Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now, this lesson is going to be based on the severe storms that disrupted a Rockville festival and caused damage across Central Florida. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says, severe thunderstorms swept across Central Florida on Friday evening, bringing hail, strong winds, lightning, and heavy rain that temporarily halted the Welcome to Rockville Music Festival in Daytona Beach. Festival organizers paused performances for about 2.5 hours and instructed attendees to seek shelter as storms moved through the area. Gates reopened later in the evening and performances resumed, with music continuing into early Saturday morning. Some fans left early because of the delay, while others waited out the storm. The same weather system caused damage in parts of Volusia County, including Port Orange, where high winds knocked down sections of fences and hail pelted neighborhoods. Homeowners reported receiving calls from neighbors alerting them to the damage while they were away. Meteorologists said the storms may have produced wind gusts near 70 miles per hour and possible microburst conditions, pending confirmation from the National Weather Service. More than 6,000 lightning strikes were recorded across the region during the storms. Rainfall totals exceeded 1 inch in parts of Volusia, Flagler, and eastern Orange counties. Lingering showers were expected to move out overnight, with drier and hotter weather forecast for Saturday. Forecasters said Saturday temperatures could climb into the mid to upper 90s, with fewer storms expected compared with Friday. Yeah, see, the Lord is already showing you how this summer is going to look. You know, there's a lot of people that are talking about, all the, they're going to spend so much time at the beach, or they're going to be going to all of these different concerts and different events during the summer. It's like the Lord going to be shutting a lot of that down with these storms and tempests. You know, the torrential rains, the hail, the lightning, and in the more extreme cases, the tornadoes. Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And I just have a strong feeling that that's what this summer is going to be full of. Storms, tempests, fires, and earthquakes. Brush fires, wildfires, tornadoes, hail, lightning, torrential rain. And a lot of people, they're not even thinking about that. They just want to have fun and partake in a bunch of folly. They're not even paying attention to how severe the weather has been getting lately. And those are going to be the people who get completely caught off guard this summer. Isaiah 28:2, behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And, we've been seeing that a lot lately. A lot of hailstorms. The Lord sends these powerful windstorms, and it could tear the roof off of homes, tear the siding off of buildings, snap power lines, knock over trees, knock down fences. He sends these torrential rains and it causes flooding. People be wading through waist deep water. The highways get flooded. Campgrounds get flooded. Festival grounds get flooded. Concerts get shut down. Homes get flooded. People get trapped in their cars in flooded waters. Like, it can turn very dangerous. We've seen it play out many times before. Psalms 83:14, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And when the Lord sends that rain, sends that lightning, sends that hail, that thunder, people are afraid. And they're going to become more and more afraid as these storms and tempests become more frequent and more severe and more intense and destructive and deadly. Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And majority of these people are simple. Like I said, a lot of people, they're talking about how they just can't wait for the summer. Because, they want to go to amusement parks and they want to go to the beach and they want to go to these concerts and festivals and all of this. But they're not paying attention to what's happening in the world. Things are becoming too expensive. People don't have the money to be hopping on a plane and going anywhere. People don't have money for these concert tickets and these festival tickets. People don't have gas money to just be going from city to city. People can barely afford groceries and paying their rent and things like that. But yet, these people are so desperate at this point to try to have some type of fun that people are going to put themselves in a bad situation more financially just so that they can have a little relief from all the hell that they're constantly catching. And then they're going to complain about it later on. You have Spirit Airlines shut down, so a lot of people got laid off. Like, we're just not in a time to be partying and BSing around, But these simple people, they don't understand that. That's all they know. They don't like to live in reality, because living in reality is not fun. Those of us of the Hopeful Elect, we live in reality and we see it. There's a lot of evil in this world. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, a lot of misery, a lot of suffering. But that's what's real. A lot of people, they don't want to do that. They don't want to live in what's real. All they want to do is party all the time. And that's just going to get them caught up. That's just going to get them punished. And we're going to see a lot of people, wicked men, wicked women, and wicked children get punished this summer. There's going to be a lot more violence happening. Shootings, stabbings, car crashes, road rage incidents, hit and runs, fights breaking out, storms and tempests, fires, earthquakes. It's going to be really, really bad this summer. Those of us of the hopeful elect who have been blessed with eyes to see, blessed with the ability to foresee things, we can foresee how bad this is going to get. And these simple people that are not heeding the warnings from the men of the Lord, those people are going to get hurt, if not killed. Yeah. But that's the judgment of the Lord. Yeah. Those of us of the hopeful elect, however, we just have to continue to fear the Lord, stay prayed up, stay circumspect, and continue to watch. Because we are undeniably living in the last days. And nothing good is going to be happening. So it's going to be non-stop judgment. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are still fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and shalom to the scattered Israelites who are still amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.